Tesla's Production Hell Part 2 is apparently an unwanted sequel that good number of Tesla buyers are upset about. Forbes contributor and a happy Tesla owner, Tom Moloughney, will be here to help put out the eternal fire. Plus, in other electric car news, Audi unveils what I can only assume a Viagra-inspired concept car. Elon Musk gives a Rivian some unsolicited advice. Chevy plans to drive circles around the competition with its electric Silverado. In other electric car news, coming up next. Welcome to E4 Electric. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you don't miss all of the exciting electric car news moving forward. Tesla is experiencing what I can only call the production hell part 2, and as most sequels, it just doesn't do well with the same audience. Remember Speed 2? Me neither. And much like with Speed 2, Tesla is following up with a bigger production, but delivery is just not the same, and I mean that literally. This year, but especially in the last couple of months, many Tesla customers who have their cars on order have had their delivery dates changed multiple times without any warning from Tesla. They just found out by logging into their accounts and seeing a different delivery date. Sometimes it happens on the day of the delivery. Customers show up just to be told the car is not there. Man, getting a date, making sure you have enough money to pay for it, and then realizing you have to go home empty. Your car deliveries sure sound like my Tinder dates. At least there's a shower temperature setting for my problem. In some other cases, owners have reported their VINs, which were originally assigned to their cars, taken away with no explanation. Just this week, Model 3 Standard Range Plus deliveries got pushed into the next year, which for some is adding additional 6 months to the wait. And then also Electric has reported that some Model S reservation holders got snubbed, having their early reservation car deliveries delayed in favor of those who are paying $10,000 more because of the price increase. This is the first time Tesla had such inconsistencies when it came to their deliveries. A group of Tesla reservation holders have published an open letter of support to Tesla saying "you'll get the car when you get the car" is no longer an acceptable answer. They went on to say, as a result of the above actions, customers are left without any recourse. We have no access to our local sales teams and no access to Tesla customer support. Some of us even made life-changing decisions based on the words of Tesla executives. That's a funny way of spelling Elon's name, but okay. And our Tesla account page, applying for credit, having our credit pulled multiple times only to have the loan offer expire, selling or making commitments to sell our current vehicles. But it all comes down to something that Tesla has never been able to figure out, which is good communication, which is kind of ironic for a company that is run by a guy who also owns another company that provides solutions for good communication. In that letter, the reservation holders stated, "We're not asking for anything other than communication." Now, Tesla has finally responded by sending reservation holders an apology, but still without any explanation or a timeline. Essentially, the email said, "We are very sorry we did not communicate with you for a while, but rest assured..." Oh wait, what is that? Is that your new delivery date? Now, in contrast, Ford has also delayed some of its Mustang Mach-E deliveries due to the chip shortage, but reached out to all of the reservation holders and gave them a few hundred miles of free charging for their patience. Now, I guess when it comes down to delaying customer deliveries, if you are a car manufacturer, you gotta treat the situation like if you just found out you're pregnant. You tell them you're late, and then you assure them that it is still theirs. Just now wait a few more months until you can start making the monthly payments. For more, we turn to the Forbes contributor and twice Tesla reservation holder with a successful and healthy deliveries both times, Mazel Tov, Tom Moloughney. But before that, a quick reminder that this video is brought to you by Flow. The Home X5 is a great and durable home charger that allows you to schedule, monitor, and optimize your charging via a mobile app with 24/7 customer support. Get one using our exclusive $150 discount in the description of this video. And by NeoCharge. Already have 2 electric cars but fighting over a single charger? Well, NeoCharge's dual car smart splitter lets you plug both into 1 to 20 outlet without spending a ton of money on a panel upgrade. Get one using our exclusive $50 off discount code in the description of this video. All right, Tom, so this is new to Tesla. Even during their original production hell, they were still able to deliver their vehicles within a reasonable time period. Like, you know, you've done it twice in the last couple of years. What's different this time around? Why such delays, and why is it keep switching and shifting so much? What's going on there?
So it's probably a combination of things, Alex. I don't think it's one specific thing. It could be the chips shortage. I mean, that's affecting all global automakers. You know, the refresh that they made to the S and the X, maybe there were some issues that cropped up right at the end when they began production that they didn't foresee, and that's made them pull back a little bit. But I bet it's not just one thing. I bet it's a combination of little things. And you know how Tesla pushes forward and does things on an accelerated time frame. When that happens, if you get tripped up a little bit, it turns into a big problem.
All right, now listen, making electric cars, especially being on the front lines of it like Tesla is, obviously it's not easy. But what is easy is to communicate, right? At least that's what my therapist told me. But you know, sending an email saying, "Hey, this is what's happening," like Ford did, that's not that hard. Why is Tesla having issues with communication, and what could they do? What would be a perfect way to handle this?
Well, there's a lot they could do. As to why they're having communication problems, that's a self-inflicted wound. They have decided that they're not going to have great communication either to the press or to their customers. I mean, that's a conscious decision that they've made, Alex. And it's a problem. I have so many of my followers contacting me because they think I might have an inside line with Tesla, trying to figure out what's going on there. And, you know, I have friends that have them on order, and they say they can't even get a straight answer. And some of these people were promised cars 5-6 months ago, and they still don't know when they're coming. And that's a problem. I wish Tesla would evolve a little bit here and get a little better with communication. I think they owe it to their customers.
Well, let's talk about the customers, because, I mean, we know Tesla has a very, very loyal following, but a lot of them, I mean, I rarely see them bond together and, you know, send an open letter to Tesla. You know, they're still sticking around. And, you know, a few years ago, you know, there would be no choices, and they would be like, yeah, it's either Tesla or no Tesla, so you have to wait. But now, with all the choices, you know, this and next year coming to market, why are people still sticking through this production delivery hell?
Alex, yes, there's options now. A lot of good options that we've seen come out recently. But quite honestly, I still think they make the best electric cars. And they have the best charging network with the best overall charging experience. And then there's that it factor. Tesla has that it factor now. They're the it brand. You know, people want to be seen in a Tesla. You know, when I go to friends' houses, their little kids say, "Oh, Tom's got a Tesla," and they run out to look at the car. They don't do that for BMWs or Mercedes. Tesla's got something special going on. They got the right mojo right now, and I think that's part of why people are willing to put up with kind of mistreatment about their cars that they have on order.
Check out Tom's YouTube channel where nobody gets mistreated. I put a link to it in the description of this video. Audi has unveiled a futuristic and awesome concept called Skysphere. It is a two-in-one concept, and not just because of the price, where this car can shift from a touring mode into a sports mode and back by stretching and contracting its actual wheelbase and the body by up to 10 inches. Now, I'm not really sure if losing a few inches in length will be that popular with some men, but the good news is that you can always blame it on the cold weather package. But gaining a few will probably do well, though most men should know that if the extended touring mode persists for more than 8 hours, you should see your service advisor. immediately. While in the touring mode, the steering wheel, pedals, and the gear shifter all recess into the dashboard as the car will take over in a self-driving mode. You know, it's so great that Audi is thinking outside of the box and doing something that no one has ever done. Wait a second, what is this? Oh, Renault did it already over a year ago with the Morphous concept? Alright, I guess Audi is coming in second, but just by a few inches. Alright, let's move on to Elon Musk, who went on Twitter the other day to dish out some advice to Rivian about electric vehicle production and factory expansion. Once he's heard that Rivian is shopping for its second factory and may actually end up down the street from Tesla's in Texas, Elon was quick to point out that maybe Rivian should slow down a little and not rush into such important decisions. Yes, rushing into decisions you can't really keep up with. Did you have a chance to watch our top story? He suggested that Rivian should make the current factory work before building the second one. Now, that's very interesting that Elon would be giving away such trade secrets, if you will, to Rivian, a brand that Tesla is currently suing for allegedly stealing Tesla's trade secrets by hiring Tesla's former employees. Yeah, Rivian, don't just go out there and hire Tesla's former employees to tell you how to build electric cars. Just ask the one that still works there. Let's move on to General Motors that just unveiled an interesting teaser of its all-electric Chevy Silverado, demonstrating that the truck will have an all-wheel steering to, and I quote, drive circles around the competition. I think you're confusing driving circles around the competition and chasing your tail, Chevy. You haven't produced a new electric car since 2016, definitely not the one that doesn't randomly catch on fire, so let's just settle down. Silverado's competition is the Rivian R1T, Hummer EV, also made by GM, Tesla Cybertruck, and Ford F-150 Lightning, all coming out ahead of Silverado, which has yet to be unveiled. Hummer EV has a similar feature called Crab Walk, and Rivian has its own trick up its sleeve with an all-wheel tank turn. Tesla Cybertruck is also expected to have an all-wheel steering of its own. Now, the only Ford F-150 Lightning trick that I have seen so far is smelling up the room with gasoline. And again, for those of you who haven't seen this yet, this is an actual gasoline-scented fragrance from Ford. A real thing. GM has also announced that it will start taking reservations for its Cadillac Lyriq electric SUV on September 18th, and it will start at just under $60,000, which the federal tax credit should bring down to around $50,000. One of the most anticipated electric vehicles of the year is the Nissan Ariya that's going on sale at the end of the year with a price tag at around $40,000 before the incentives. This week, Nissan has showcased a pretty cool feature that you will be able to get in the Ariya, which is the haptic control system built into the wood trim. How cool is that? Now, I have to say that I have only seen this in concept cars that usually never make it to market, like the Audi Skysphere. But this seems like it's happening, and in a very affordable car. Knock on wood. Don't forget to join me every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific time for my subscriber hangout live stream, where you can ask me any question you want, and this time I will allow one question about my shirts. And of course, don't forget to join my premium membership, where you get to have access to all kinds of premium materials, and of course you get to support this independent channel. All right, looking forward to all of your comments. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged.